Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Mi gente, que lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, el Sazón, el Borracho, el Pastor de Boxeo. Odd hours is odd hours. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I don't remember the last time I went live in the afternoon. Don't remember the last time I went live in the afternoon, but hey, man. We need to talk about certain things, man. Y'all already know, man, the boxing world is good. This 2023 boxing is good. Boxing is great. Matchup is good. Some good action. There's some robberies. There's some corruptions. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it all. Let's talk about it all. Y'all already know the drill, man. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. A lot of people congratulating the 4th Division World Champion, Bantamweight Undisputed, Super Bantamweight, Super Bantamweight Unified Champion. Just beat Inoue-Fulton, the undefeated former Unified Champion, WBO, WBC strap. Naoya Inoue, the number 1 pound for pound. You can't know. It's not number 2. It's not number 3. It's not 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. It's just number 1. Number 1, baby. Number 1. What's good, Jackie in the building? Jackie, one of the members of Punch and Drunk Boxing, La Reina de Boxeo. What's good? There's some people that's congratulating Naoya Inoue, and there's some people that's mad. Some people mad. Why? You a boxing fan. You shouldn't be mad. What you witnessed yesterday morning, I know it was early in the morning. Naoya Inoue was your Cafe Bustelo. It was your Starbucks. It was your coffee. It was your nicotine. It's your caffeine. Why everybody mad? Why not everybody mad, but why some people just mad at Naoya Inoue? Looked special, looked at explosive, looked at exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about 2023, man. At least Naoya Inoue ain't marinating no fights. He didn't marinate the fight. He didn't build the fight. He didn't had Twitter wars. There was no side of the street type of ish. There was no, you know what I'm saying? I earn more money. I'm A side and you B side and none of that. Ain't with none of that. Jeez. Why they mad? Why people mad? You got Thurman, the former welterweight champion of the world, the former unified champion of the world, saying, yo, Naoya Inoue, you a bad boy. He was hyped just like us. Oh, but Thurman is a fighter. He can't say nothing. Some of the people feel like he needed to stay on code. He needed to stay on code, even though that Thurman is biracial. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He could be, and he ain't even Asian, but I'm just saying that he mixes with the coaches and stuff like that. And you know what, man? At the end of the day, man, we just one race. What makes us beautiful is just different cultures. Why people mad? Why? Because a black man can't congratulate an Asian man in this community? And no, and I ain't speaking about channels out there. Look, there are some race baiting channels out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the Twitter feed. I'm talking about the Instagram and everything. I'm just checking out the messages and the feedback they give Thurman. I'm like, yo, why these people tripping? Oh, what happened with the brothers? Why you kicking the man while he down and stuff like that? We was with you when you lost to Manny Pacquiao, man. Well, don't you, the Tokyo people or the Asian people wouldn't be with you if it was you that you gonna lose? And I read it all. He said, nobody is mad, you goofy, and stuff like that. So read. Let me see if people ain't mad. Let's see. We got receipts. I got people mad now. People mad because I got some receipts. People mad. Why you mad? Hold on. Let's read. And you know something about our culture? This is what it was detrimental about our culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the hip-hop culture, the urban culture, you know what I'm saying? Black Latinos and stuff like that. This was happening in our culture, right? If you congratulate somebody, they always hit you with the, oh, you got to be on his meat. Why you sucking this? You got his thing all over your mouth. All that stuff. Like, you can't congratulate nobody in this culture. Huh? That's why we don't. That's why there's other men that don't want to give other props to other men, because there's other men out there that's always with the, yo, why you giving all that props? Why you got to be on this meat though? Why you got to be all in what's all that insecurity, man? What's all that beta male-ish that we have in our culture? You can't congratulate nobody. Or somebody gonna be like, hey, yo, you on this shit? You on this whatever? Man, grow the F up. And keep on time Thurman want to congratulate somebody. It don't matter what culture, it don't matter what race or whatever, man. He's congratulating another fighter. Why y'all getting mad for? Oh, you kicking the man while he's there. Why you saying that Inoue-Fulton hit like a bee? Well, everybody, let me get this straight. You telling me in this community everybody could talk shit about a fighter, but the fighters can't talk shit about other fighters? You think that other fighters ain't fans? Huh? So you telling me in this community on Twitter, it could be so toxic. A bunch of fans, a bunch of people that never got in the ring could talk ish about fighters. You could talk ish about Earl Spence, Bud Crawford, Inoue-Fulton, Naoya Inoue, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. We got the green light to talk all that ish. But Keith Tom Thurman, as a fighter that's getting inside the ring, he can't have his own opinion. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. What's going on with y'all? What's good? Charles Edward in the building. What's good, Charles? What's good, my brother? People mad out here. People mad about greatness. What happened? You can't. What happened? The issue is so toxic. You know what it is? I get it. I get it. You know what it is? As greatness is actually abnormal. So when it is, so you can't relate to greatness. A lot of us, there's some people out there that just insecure. You just can't relate to a successful boxer like Naoya Inoue that has exhibited greatness, and you have witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? Have showcases greatness, 4-division world champion, only 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? And doing it in a spectacular fashion. So you want to hate on the dude. There's people out there that want to be like, hey, yo, why not? You don't know where ain't going to fight Gervonta Davis. You don't want to see him get challenged. You want to see him lose. What's going on with this beta male society and community? Now people saying, why you don't fight Gervonta Davis? Why you don't fight? What happened? Why? Well, you want to see them lose because you don't like greatness, because it's abnormal. You can't get it. You don't relate to it. Nah, he too good. Nah, I wouldn't look like a loser like me. Nah, he can't be that good. Nah. Hell out of here, man. Dímelo, high-low, dímelo, con los 2 pesos de plátano. If it's moonshine, gotta be great, better than Frosted Flakes. Why you mad? Why people mad? Dímelo, high-low, que lo que es mi hermano de lo mío. Why they mad? High-low, Mr. Moonshine, there's a new samurai in town. Oh, yeah. You saw Naoya Inoue. Y'all saw he was serious. Before the fight, people would be like, oh, the glove, oh, the taping, oh, the wraps, oh. Naoya Inoue took that shit serious. You saw the way how the way he was looking at Inoue-Fulton. Like I told y'all all that for the last couple of days. I don't need no translator. How'd you go to disrespect me? That's what? I rappity rap? Huh? Don't disrespect me. Huh? Inoue-Fulton? My gloves? No, it was not no glove. No glove. It was my fist. It was my will. It was my IQ. I beat the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, it wasn't playing. He had it coming. Instead of y'all trying to figure out, especially Inoue-Fulton team, instead of Inoue-Fulton trying to figure out how he wraps his hands, and I'm talking about Inoue-Fulton's team, how he wraps his hand, how his gloves, what type of glove he's using, is his glove sealed? Y'all should have came with a strategy. Matter of fact, like I told y'all yesterday, Inoue-Fulton's team, y'all lost coming into the fight. Y'all was scared. Y'all thought Naoya Inoue was terminated. Yeah, he was terminated, but y'all walked in giving him that type of, you know what I'm saying? Creating this type of buzz, this negative energy and stuff like that. Then other people picked it up. And you know what's funny? Not what's funny, but you know what's unfortunate? That the same other efforts that's talking the shit about Naoya Inoue and Inoue-Fulton, they don't even follow Naoya Inoue or Inoue-Fulton. These mother effers are the same mother effers that was like, I don't follow the little division. I don't follow no division past the lightweight division. I don't know nothing about them. I don't know. You don't know nothing about them, but then you want to see. Then you want to be like, what? No, you know we don't have a resume. You don't know them. You don't follow them. So if you don't know them, of course, it's going to look like you don't know the names. You don't follow the names. You don't educate yourself about the name. But then you want to say he don't got nobody in his resume. Oh, he got his Nonito on that. Oh, you got now he got Stephen Fulton, mother effer. Now he got Stephen Fulton. What you gonna say now? Fight Tank Davis. Man, shut the F up. but fight Tank Davis. Oh, now you want him to move 3 divisions up, right? You want him to go 3 divisions up. I thought he ain't nobody. I thought he's hype. And now he beat Stephen Fulton. You say he was a slick fighter, the black slick fighter that's gonna give him some problems. Oh, let me see if his power really going to translate to the upper division. And now you really want to go and you want him to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. How about this? How about Gervonta Tank Davis dare to be great? He move up and fight a guy like Teofimo Lopez. How about a guy like Shakur Stevenson? How about that? How about that? No, now you want Inoue to prove to you again that he's great. You want him to dare to be great. How about daring Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great? Minus the person. Yeah, man. What's wrong with these folks, y'all? Yo, Rich Mendez in the building. Rich Mendez con los 5 pesos. That's super chari pari gay. Why doesn't Tank Davis fight the winner of Spence and Crawford? No different from Inoue and fighting Davis, right? Why y'all don't tell Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great? How about you tell Gervonta Tank Davis, hey, yo, my man, stop wearing that damn purse? How about you tell Gervonta Tank Davis, stop manhandling your baby mama? How about that? How about you tell Gervonta Tank Davis that? Instead of asking Naoya Inoue now to move 3 divisions up. I thought he was an ish. I thought he wasn't good. I thought he was hype. He's on the pound for pound list. As a matter of fact, Naoya Inoue secured his spot on a Hall of Fame first ballot. He's standing on legacy. He's standing on the money. Yeah, he packs the house too. Yeah, the shit is sold out in Tokyo. And at least he's standing on legacy. Could you say the same thing for Gervonta Tank Davis? Could you say the same thing for Gervonta Tank Davis? What he's standing on? Putting butts in the seats? Yeah, I know what type of butts he puts in the seats. Yeah, it's good for boxing. Yeah, he probably put these shitty ass butts in the seats that don't know shit about boxing. That's what he be putting up. That's what he puts up. He put butts in the seats. He put butts in the seats. He put his shitty ass peanut butter seats. That's what he put up. Steady gains. The new hand wraps Inoue used was too quick. Motherfuckers are gonna be doing some Deontay Wilder narrative now. No. As a matter of fact, you're gonna be like, nah. What happened was, man, get your shitty ass out of here. Hold on. Let me take the shitty ass out of my face. They're gonna be like, well, no. What had happened is that Stephen Fulton, you know what I'm saying? He had a little ponytail and that shit was heavy. So when he was trying to bob and weave, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't do it because it was heavy. Just like Deontay Wilder's costume, it was heavy. The little colita that he had, the pinga that he had in the back of his head, it was the reason. Because I remember with Stephen Fulton, he slipped and then the colita hit the eye right there. So he had a problem with his eye. He had problem with his eye because of the colita and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when Stephen Fulton actually wanted to had a haircut, the Japan Boxing Commission told him that he can't get a haircut. I'm gonna wait for all the narratives. Shit, you gonna see a bunch of narratives that you never heard before. You gonna see a bunch of narratives and hear a bunch of narratives you never heard before. Now it was a rap. Come on, man. Come on. You ain't never seen nobody move 4 divisions up like that. You know what I'm saying? And have that type of power and increase like that. You know what I'm saying? Shut the F up and witness greatness, man. Keith and Tom Thurman giving an opinion like everybody else. They mad. They mad. High, low, dímelo, con los 2 pesos de plata, no. Mr. Moonshine, the narrative slayer. Ching, ching, ching. Everybody, God bless each and every one of y'all, man. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. I'm checking out. I was checking Keith Thurman's Instagram, right? And he did the video yesterday, and he's saying, "Yo, the Naoya Inoue, I've been following Naoya Inoue for years, man. I'm a fan of Naoya Inoue, man. He beat that boy up. Whoa, man, he beat that boy up and stuff like that." And then I read a couple of stuff like that. I can't even put everything that I read, but let me see. Let me see if there was one right here. Let me see if I push it. And on Twitter too. Gentleman was like, "Yo, Thurman realized Black America and don't like him. So he's on the verge of looking for a new fan base." What the hell is this man talking about? Thurman realized that Black America don't like him. What the hell this comment had to do with anything? But why you got to bring race for? Thurman realized that Black America don't like him. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Let's read another one. Keith Thurman, I thought you were pro-American fighters. I doubt anyone in Japan will kick Inoue down like everyone in America is. I expected better from you, my guy. Keeping it 100. What are you talking about? The man can't give props to another fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, this sport is worldwide, bro. What you do in the ring speak a lot of languages, ladies and gentlemen. What this man is talking about. So he can't congratulate a great performance that everybody in boxing that love boxing and know boxing is giving him major props for beating an undefeated fighter and a skillful fighter like Inoue-Fulton, a unified champion in the super bantamweight division, and he beat him up like he was not even on his level. You know what I'm saying? What's all this about? What's all this about? You know what I'm saying? Had to wipe my phone screen after yikes. So now he's on Inoue's meat because he's giving him props. Then the other guy on the bottom said, "Don't forget to zip your pants afterwards." You see what I'm talking about, this culture? You see what I'm talking about, this culture? So you can't give props to somebody. You got to be sucking the meat or you not staying on code. What is it? What is it with this culture, y'all? Who made up this ish? Who made up this ish that you can't give props to another man if he's doing good or accomplishing something? So if I say, "Hey, yo, my brother, hey, yo, Miguel, yo, what's good, man? Good looking out, man. You doing your thing, brother." Then somebody else going to be like, tough glove boxer going to be like, "You on his dick. Why you got to give him more proud, yo? Why you got to slob him up like that?" It's something wrong with this culture, man. I'm not even talking about boxing. This happened outside of our the culture outside of boxing as well, man. That's why other coaches get along better. You know what I'm saying? Other coaches get along better because people know how to congratulate. People know how to help one another and stuff like that. So people that you kicking Fulton when he's down. No. He's congratulating. He's congratulating Inoue, and in congratulations of Inoue, it may seem he's kicking us down, but no, he's just congratulating the dude with a spectacular performance. Feel me? He said, "Don't forget to show the camera from Black, congratulating him and stuff like that." I'm not saying it. I said a bunch of people's congratulating. I'm saying a bunch of people, but the people that's hating on, nobody should be hating on his opinion, though. Nobody should be hating on his opinion. You got your channel. Why don't you do the same? Why don't you, matter of fact, how about you get the fuck out the live and you do your own live and you talk about everybody that's congratulating him then? A lot of people congratulate that Naoya Inoue. But if you're a boxing fan, nobody should not congratulate him, or nobody should be talking ish about somebody that is congratulating him. Punch, you still doing an interview? Yeah, with Max. Yeah, he's coming in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Maxi Hughes, the man that got robbed this past weekend. Maxi Hughes is coming to Punch Drunk Boxing within 5 minutes. We're going to be chopping it up. We're going to be talking about what the hell happened, the corruption, the robbery. You know what I'm saying? George Kambosos did not deserve to have his hand raised versus Maxi Hughes. So we're going to see. We're going to chop it up and things of that nature and see what's going to be in the future for Maxi Hughes. But talking about this ish, man. Yeah, tell him, Punch, spit those facts. That's what I'm talking about. The title. Come on, man. Who you think who was talking down about Inoue's gloves? Inoue's raps? Who? 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 Everything gotta be race. Everything gotta be race. I'm just talking about what I see. What I see. It shouldn't be no race thing. Standing on coasting. It's the same thing with Jermell Charlo. When Jermell Charlo gave his honest opinion about Deontay Wilder, when he said that, no, it was not race. When Deontay Wilder was trying to say that, oh, you know, it's the white skin that's what beat me. In reference to Tyson Fury, it's the white skin that beat me. You know what I'm saying? The powers that beat. Jermell Charlo saying the IG Live, I said, man, he beat you with skill. Skill paid the bills. And everybody got mad. Even Deontay Wilder got mad. There was a community out here that told Jermell Charlo that he's not part of the black community because he just didn't want to follow the damn excuses of Deontay Wilder. And there was a community out here, not tough glove boxing. There was not a community out here that was trying to say that Jermell Charlo is not part of the black community, motherfucker. Huh? Is that what you're trying to say? Or we blind out here? Or we blind out here? I don't give a damn about what Southpaw's saying. I'm not going by what Southpaw's saying. I'm not going by what no channel was saying. I'm going by comments. I'm going by the IGC. You think I'm talking about channels. I ain't even talking about channels. But you in this community, so stop acting like you don't know what the fuck happens in this community. Don't act up. Don't act up right now. Why you acting like if I'm talking directly to you? Jermell is one of my favorite fighters. You capping. Why you acting like I'm talking directly to you? You telling me in this community, high traffic channels wasn't going in on Jermell Charlo? My brother, man, you the one that's capping right now. You capping right now. You straight up capping right now. What are you talking about? When Jermell Charlo said, so you tell me tough glove boxing, why did Deontay Wilder have beef with Jermell Charlo? Huh? Come on. Give an answer. Yeah. Go check go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and check the comment section. And let me know who's giving him negative vibes right now. You just mad. Why you mad? Because you can't handle the truth? Man, people are tired of that shit, man. You just mad because you can't handle the truth? Motherfucker over here trying to justify the shit. No, I like Jermell Charlo. Motherfucker, that ain't talking about you. Know it. You in this community. He was getting flamed. You talking about? Nobody should be mad at Inoue. Punch, there's no need to explain yourself. Some people just emotional. You already know. It's true. The man of the hour.
What's up, Paul?
Of the hour.
How's it going?
I'm doing good. Let me see. Yes, sir. Maxi Hughes in the building. The real champ. The real RBO champ. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah. Obviously, it still hurts to think where I should be. I should be mandatory for IBF, and that should be my next fight. But the judges took it away from me, didn't they?
Man, I was so mad looking at that because it was like, for me, you in my scorecard, you won 117, 111. That was like, it wasn't even hard to score that fight. You was effective. You was landing the counter shots. The straight left hand was landing at will. You look like Sweet Pea. You look like Pernell.
He's one of my heroes, is Sweet Pea. Good southpaw.
You was making a miss like crazy. It looked like he was shadow boxing.
yeah. That's why I ain't got a mark on me. This where
the headbutt.
This headbutt, yeah. Other than that, no marks.
And you know, when I was watching the fight, and there was like no lie, I was seeing a bunch of headbutts, and the referee never gave you time. You know, he never gave you a time, or at least 3 seconds for you. And that's all I kept. Maybe it was frustration by him. But first and foremost, though, everybody in the chat, Maxi Hughes, you know what I'm saying? UK finest. I'm very upset. I'm an upset fan. Because I feel like I understand in boxing is about opportunity. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of fighters out there that are good, but they never get the opportunity. And for you to be in the position where if you win, you get a title shot, you know,
Yeah.
it is a lifetime of work to reach that point where you're this close to getting that title shot and you
Yeah.
earned it and they took it away from you. How that feels?
That's the most painful of all to accept. It would have been easy to accept if George beat me fair and square. I'm the kind of fighter who would hold my hands up and say, I was beaten by the better man. But
Mhm.
what hurts is that's not the case. I beat him, I think, and so does like yourself and many, many others around the world. Pretty much 99% of people who watch that fight say I should have won, and I've had it taken away. I had to fight four people Saturday night. I had the three judges and George. And, it's not like I would be getting a voluntary world
Mhm.
title shot. I would have earned the right to be mandatory for the IBF, um, which is that's why I phoned up Lou DiBella and asked for the fight with George,
Yeah.
because I thought George is going to be looking for a title shot
Mhm.
after losing his fight to Haney, and I believe I've got his number. So that's why I phoned DiBella.
Mhm.
I dropped my name into the hat, said I'm free, I'm available, I'm a free agent, and I want to fight George.
Mhm.
And he said, "Yep, I'll have a chat with George, see if he's up for it." George were up for it. That's why it happened. And my feeling, my gut instinct were right that I could beat George.
Yeah.
Um,
And you did. And you
yeah, it's just unfortunately I fell a victim to the judges. I'm not the first, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be the last.
It's true. What did I saw after the fight, right? And you wanted to storm out the ring. You was disgusted. You wanted
Mm.
to storm out the ring, and of course because they didn't have the volume up, and Lou DiBella was. It looks like he was telling you to don't leave.
Yeah,
And at that moment, to be honest, Max, I was like, okay, Lou DiBella is going to tell the world like this is unacceptable. Like it got to be a point where somebody really publicly in that moment need to speak up. And to be honest, I'm like, before I went to commercial, I'm like, okay, Lou DiBella is gonna say something to the microphone, but it didn't happen. What did he tell you? When you was about to storm out the ring?
he just said, come back, and speak to ESPN for the interview.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad I did, because soon as I came, just before I even spoke on the microphone, the whole crowd, the whole place gave me a standing ovation,
Yeah.
and that was just another little signal of you won that. You've won the crowd, like
Mm.
on the film Gladiator.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Win
yeah.
win the win the crowd, win your freedom.
Uh-huh. But
I
you wouldn't
won.
win, but you wouldn't win the opportunity and the
That's
money and the
right.
title
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. Uh, Sorry about that. Someone's tried to phone me.
Okay.
Um, I won the crowd. The cheer that I got, and it was just again, and I suppose I got to speak a few words while
Mhm.
ESPN was still on air. Um, but yeah, I think Timothy Bradley. I've seen since Timothy Bradley did a good job of
Yeah.
showing how mad he is, and I love the passion from him.
Mhm.
That was good to see, and pretty much every one of their commentary team.
Yeah.
I saw
They,
some of the guys in the hotel reception the next morning.
Mhm.
Chris Algieri and all them guys was, they come up to me and said, "Sorry about that, but you won." And
Yeah.
it was funny. I say Brian Bomack, he was in the hotel as well, and we saw him when we got back. And I don't know if
Mhm.
he saw the fight because it was the fight before. But first
Yeah.
thing he said, he looked over and he said, "I heard y'all got fucked." Like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We did.
Oh my God, man. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because I know your story and you're like
Mm.
the Cinderella man. You're like the Cinderella man. You know, I remember you quit. You were still working when you was fighting, and then finally,
Yeah.
I remember that last time when I spoke to you that you didn't quit your job yet. Your wife was pregnant, and you was
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
remember. And
yeah,
congratulations
yeah.
again. How's your wife, by the way, and the
She's
babies?
all good. Yeah, she was like my acting manager while we was in Oklahoma, and she did all the dealing with Top Rank and
Well, that's what's
bits
up.
of media. So she stepped up and she definitely delivered. She was great, and I couldn't have done it without her.
You could, hey, you took a page out of Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire got Rachel
Yeah,
Donaire, the wife, and
and
she's
Timothy Bradley became a fan of my wife because on ESPN they do after the weigh-in they do the fighters meeting where
yeah.
all the commentary team, I think there are about 7 of them, and
Mhm,
then we were sat opposite table, and my wife was with me,
mhm.
and he said, "You're good." He says, "I got a strong woman like you at home as well. You're what every fighter needs," and
Yeah,
you know,
you're
it,
Adrian, the Adrian to the Rocky.
that's it. Yeah, absolutely. She was. She is. Yeah.
That's good. That's good, man. I'm happy for you. What I was gonna ask also is because, of course, 2023 is a great year in the sport of boxing. It's probably the best year in my
Mm,
opinion. And we're just halfway, right? But
yeah.
also we've been having a consistent corruption, robbery, the Rolly Romero fight.
Mm,
People felt that Lomachenko beat Devin Haney, and the people were saying that
yeah.
was a robbery. Yours was like plain and plain. It was so easy to see that you won, and it was still a robbery. And Luther Bella, he tweeted this, and he tweeted this. I want you to read. Probably you already read it. And I want to know if
Hold on a minute. Ask him for the fight. He wanted to prove himself on the world stage. He just did that. I know he's gutted right now, but his stock has risen dramatically to a world class fighter on a job well done. Yeah.
now I want to ask you a question about your stock rising because, for example, look at Rolly Romero and the gentleman that people felt like he was robbed.
Oh,
Nobody talks about him.
Barroso.
Yeah,
It's not
Barroso,
Barroso. Yeah.
Barroso. So nobody talks about him. Did his stock rise?
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, that I think that's cool to say your stock rise, but then when is your opportunity though? Who are you gonna fight?
Yeah.
Because how is your stock gonna rise? What do you feel about that? What's the realistic that your next fight you're gonna get a better payday than the last than that
That's it,
fight?
isn't it? Like, I can't go to the bank and pay my mortgage with my stock, can I? um,
As good as it sounds, but we know boxing. You know, you
yeah.
take a L, you really take a step back, and that's unfortunate. It's easy now so somebody could duck you. It's easy for you not to have that opportunity, you know. And
Yeah.
how do you feel about that? You know, it's I hope so. Are you signed or you still a free agent right now?
I've got another fight with Lou.
Okay.
Lou did say, um, obviously I spoke to him after the fight, and he phoned me on Sunday just before my flight home. He did say, he said, I will get, he says, all of America, the American boxing audience, which is the biggest fan
Five fan.
base.
Mm-hmm.
He says they all know who you are. They all know. They've all seen how good you are. Um, so they like you. The cowboy hat definitely went down well. Everybody around the show loved the cowboy hat. So
Yeah.
just hopefully he can deliver what he said. He said he was going to get a big fight. Um, hopefully, the likes of, I know Lomachenko feels, after his fight with Devon.
Mhm.
Um, I'll be happy to fight Loma. He needs to fight as well.
Yeah.
So again, fights like that, the top fights is what I want. With
Yeah.
the big fights comes the money, and that
Mhm.
is, that's a big driver in motivating me. Is the big fights. That's what it's about. It's providing for the family and to secure financial security.
I,
Um,
I think that in the sanctioning body, since your performance and a lot of people do feel like you did win, um, they should keep you up in the rankings, or elevate you in the rankings. So you should get them opportunities. You know, if it's not gonna go through the IBF, but maybe
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson, you get a shot with Shakur Stevenson. You know,
Yeah,
you
he's another one who was who said that I won. He was
Mhm.
ringside. Yeah, so I appreciate coming from people like them, the elite guys. It means a lot for them to say, yeah, you won that. But yeah, like you say, Lou DiBella did say he said it today actually. He's phoned my manager, and he said he's going to write a letter to all the sanctioning bodies for them to keep me ranked. I don't think I am ranked with the WBA and WBO, but hopefully lose influence and what's just gone off. They can then rank me in the top 10 across all bodies, and just hopefully, depending what Devin does, it looks like he's going to move to 140.
Yeah.
Get an opportunity. So fingers crossed.
Well, the whole world saw, I know the UK
Mm.
people the UK people are kind of mad because they do feel that Josh Taylor really lost to Catterall. People feel like
Yeah,
you beat Kambosos. So it looked like the UK fighter is not getting the decision that a lot of people
yeah.
do deserve. What if you had the power to change anything in the sport of boxing, so this won't happen to another fighter. Unfortunately, it's going to happen. This is just boxing. But what
Yeah.
what you think is the major issue? So this problem could really, decrease.
Obviously, we see it at all levels, but I suppose it means the same to every fighter, whatever level it's at. But what I'm thinking is like the appeals process.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're looking at appealing to the IBF.
Okay.
I understand the decision's probably not likely to be overturned,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Like the ideal scenario for me is if I appeal to the IBF, is if they recognise it and they say, okay, we we we're on side with you. What we're going to do is
Mm-hmm.
put you back to mandatory, and the
Yeah.
winner of Kambosos Lemos, if
Mm-hmm.
that's the next fight that they order, has to defend against you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be ideal, and I think that would definitely help fighters so that after a bad decision like that, they can be put straight back in to the opportunity. Um, and as for if it's fights that are non-title fights out like that, then yeah, maybe ordering rematches, stuff like that, because it's
Almost like the Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko, he appealed, and
Mm,
the WBC kept them number one. You know,
yeah,
at
yeah,
least they should do that. They should really do that. Um, but I think the your division is really, it has a lot of great names. It has good potential big fights.
yeah,
Even a Keyshawn Davis, but and I know he's still working his way up. But there's a lot of great fights in the lightweight division. Pitbull
yeah,
Cruz, you got a Kambosos rematch if you could get that. Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis. There's Jose Cepeda. There's some great names that you should be in position, and you should get paid very, very well as well. I was thinking about this. Judges, sometimes they score the bouts, and then we never hear from them. At least they might not
yeah,
have to speak to the public, but I think that things need to change, in which first and foremost they need to re-educate the scoring, because it seems like
yeah,
we don't know what the judges nowadays are scoring, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And second, they should give an explanation at least to the fighter that's actually risking his life. Now, don't give
yeah,
us
yeah,
an explanation. Y'all don't have to go on TV, but I think there should be a setting after a fight or the next day where the fighters meet with the judges, and the judges give them the why did you score this way, so y'all can have a better idea
yeah.
on. I think they need to do that, because you're risking your life. And
Exactly. Yeah, it's
and boxing is
opportunities
about
as well, isn't
opportunity.
it? Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. That should happen as well. I don't know if there is, but if there was an open criteria that when a judge is let's say when a judge becomes a qualified judge for, let's say, world title fights, like when he looks at a sheet of paper, it says what he's looking for. Like some people say, oh, some judges like that style, some judges like that style. It's like, well,
it shouldn't be the emotional decision. It should be by the book,
yeah,
right?
it should be the work that's done. Punches landed versus punches not landed. So that should be an open criteria. So as you going, as the fighter's going through the decision, what they've give with the fighter, you can always look back and say, you've gave that round to so and so, but let's look at the criteria. You should have judged it like this on the sheet of paper. So that sort of thing. So it's all properly done. But yeah, it's
or fighters should take it in upon their own hands, and when they feel like they did lose, and give the other guy publicly, no, raise your hand, this guy's the winner. When are we going to see a fighter do that? Is it like a rule when you sign or you pay the sanctioning fees or something? They tell you if you win, don't say that publicly, because come on, tell me about this though. Look at did you read what Kambosos said? He made a statement.
So what's it say? Close fight, not a robbery. Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
He said, close fight is not a robbery. Listen, it was a close, greedy victory against a top 10 lightweight and an IBO world champion in my return fight. Went straight into a tough test instead of taking a stiff. Do yourself a favor and mute the biased commentary and we watch the fight and then tell me exactly what you think. As people have gone back, done that, and seen the decision was fair and correct. I don't know who said it, but he said, yes, I think 117-111 was too far off for the scorecard, but I don't control the judges' views and effective aggression they are seeing, but an 8-4, 7-5 decision our way was right. Now, I'm not going to read the rest. I have it there for the people who can read it, but in effect, he said, now, could he be an aggressor? Cool, but they don't score aggressive. They score effective aggression.
Yeah.
And he was not effective. If there's four criteria.
Let's look at Floyd Mayweather. He never lost. And what did he do? He boxed and moved. Yep. Marcus Maidana was the pure aggressor in both fights. Floyd just moved, boxed, used his jab. So that's it's frustrating, obviously, and it's hard. I don't aim no malice or no ill feeling toward George. It wasn't his fault, but maybe he's put that publicly because of his ego and what he's built up. But just hopefully deep down, away from the cameras and when he's at home by himself or with just his family, maybe he admits it then, as because I saw, I don't know his name, but his new head trainer, he had the braids and the plaits.
Yeah, no, I've seen him in the UFC platform.
Yeah, forget his name, but I saw him in the airport. He was by himself. I went over just to shake his hand, show respect, and I had a little chat with him. And obviously nobody was around. My wife was at the side of me, but his words were, "Maxi, you didn't lose." So that tells that told me all I need to tell me.
Yeah.
Maybe he won't tell George because he wants to work with him for the next fight.
But put it this way, he shouldn't. I mean, I think the right person, and I think you will agree on this. You don't want yes men around you, like yes men.
No, absolutely.
You want to go back to the drawing board and be like, at least tell them we're lucky, but we lost. We need to get back into the gym and fix a lot of things.
Because, exactly. Yeah.
I think those are the wrong people to be around a fighter. To keep their mouth shut just so they can get paid. I think
it's not right. It's not going to help George in the long run. So he's better off if them guys are open and honest. Maybe not publicly, that's fine. But when they're in gym, they need to be honest with each other.
Yeah.
Like you said, we got lucky there. We had a touch, but let's write this. Let's work on that. Let's do that. But time will tell.
How did the UK fans feel about your moral victory?
Again, it's all it has helped me a bit, you know, the amount
Yeah.
of positive feedback, but not just from the UK, the US,
Yeah,
all the fight
of course,
fans
yeah.
been great. The UK back home's been great, and I've had loads, which are all pretty much the same message. It's like,
Mhm.
"Hi Maxi, I'm an Aussie, I'm a Kambosos fan, but you definitely won that fight, and you've won me over."
Mhm.
I've had a lot of them, and I do really appreciate them. You know, it does help. Um, but yeah, it's time will be the best healer, and as long as you know, I've obviously got my goals is to get
Yeah.
the big opportunity. As long as a big opportunity will come, then you
What
know, time will be the best healer.
we want to be back in the ring?
I'd like this year, definitely
Yeah.
like this year. I've got to. I need to go and get an X-ray on both my hands.
Okay.
The swelling's still up, and I think one of them might be a tendon issue, but
Okay.
my other hand maybe could. Well, I need to get it X-rayed to find out.
Yeah,
Cause,
you don't want to say it to the potential opponents. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna want to back you in the. They probably gonna want you to get back in the ring real quick. Now they're gonna be
yeah,
calling you out to be like, yeah, let me get Maxi now. Let me get
yeah.
Maxi
But
now.
I am feeling fresh. So I'm gonna be back in the gym or back running and
Mhm.
exercising, working out by the end of the week. And then you know I'll start back training. That's what's helped me get to this point is having is very little time off between fights. Back
Yeah.
in the gym, back practicing, working, and trying different things. You know, and that's what's giving me longevity and you know to be able to get better and continue at the top.
And shout out to Spencer Fear in the knowledge, always speaking highly of you as
Yeah,
well.
good guy, Spencer. Yeah, I love Spencer.
Yeah. Shout out to Spencer, one of the best voices in boxing. Look, again, 2023 is a beautiful year. It's making out to be one of the best years in the sport of boxing. We got one of the biggest fights this weekend. We just had a great fight yesterday. First,
Yeah,
before I ask you about Crawford early truth Spence prediction or opinion about the fight, what do you feel about Naoya Inoue's performance versus Stephen Fulton?
like arguably, you know, his toughest stepping up in weight again against a unified champion. Um, he's just a beast, isn't he?
Yeah.
Beast. That set up the low jab coming upstairs over the top with that right hand in it. Fulton did really well to not go down from that right hand. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it nearly bent him in half, but he managed to stay up. But you know, a split second later, that big jumping left up coming,
Yeah.
and he did well because the way how heavy he went down from that, I thought it's over. Referee's
Yeah.
got to wave this over. You know, when he got back up and he took another onslaught. So
He
full
went out on
credit.
his shield. He went out on his
Yeah,
shield.
he did. You know, fair play to Stephen Fulton for that. What a true warrior.
Yeah.
But yeah, Inoue, freakish power. You know,
Mhm.
could we see another Manny Pacquiao on our hands here?
Shit. I
Yeah,
said that. You know when I said that? I said
yeah,
that almost 5 years ago.
yeah,
Almost
yeah,
5 years ago. I said
yeah.
the new Manny Pacquiao.
So
And
what
now
has he been at then? So he's been Superfly, Bantam, now Super Bantam.
he's four
Um,
division world champion.
yeah,
He's a four division world
yeah.
champion. Already was undisputed, unified champion. I
So
think he beats everybody at 122.
he's already trying to look. Did he have the other champion with the two belts? Who they saying let's
Taplan? Yeah.
yeah let them fight. So if he does that, I would imagine him wanting to jump straight to featherweight.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so. I mean, we seen Robisi
mhm.
Ramirez. He did good.
Yeah, he looked good. Yeah,
I could see that, or probably Lee Woods. He could fight Lee
yeah.
Woods. He could move up and fight
Mhm.
Lee Woods. That would be good out there in the UK. But they talk. You heard the little rumors that people are asking for Inoue and Tank Davis. Are they asking for too much now? Are
Uh,
they asking for too much now?
well, depends because Tank's still got the WBA at lightweight, anti.
Mhm.
Um, I think that he did when he fought Santa Cruz. I think he did the super featherweight pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah.
So maybe they meet at super featherweight, and that's a hell of a fight.
Woo!
I'd love to see it. The
I s- it-
boxing fan in me would say that is a fight.
now, or I said at least 2 years. At least 2 years. Do you feel like he could?
Two fights. Two
For two
fights.
fights. So you think that he? So I think now Inoue is special, but
Yeah,
is he that special right now that he could take on a Tank Davis on 2 fights?
maybe 2 fights. Yeah, working his way up the
Hmm.
going higher in weight, and then obviously maybe Tank would need another fight or two coming down, so we know that that weight is okay for Tank, um, and that providing that goes smoothly, would love to see it. Like you say, we're boxing is getting better with the fights that are getting
Yeah.
made, so let's get it made, and let's be honest, if that was to happen, even in the one fight's time, the loser is not going to be finished in
Yeah. Yeah.
boxing. They're going to
Mhm.
come. They're going to come out with more credit for getting in the ring and having these tougher fights. It's what the boxing fans want, and I think deserve as well.
It's all about the performances. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm.
performance, because look at when Pitbull Cruz lost to Javante San Davis, his stock rose. It
Yeah,
because the way that he performed. If he would have
yeah,
just laid down like probably almost everybody else,
mm,
but he's making money and he's getting this opportunity. But
yeah,
basically, the way he performed in his loss,
yeah.
hopefully,
Exactly. Yeah,
hopefully you get that you
yeah.
get
Get the
that.
same. Yeah, that they. I always forget about that. That was a positive. Although he lost, he's come out where his stock went up and his gained from it, and it's been a positive impact on his career.
Mhm. Let me. One of my guys. One of my friends, good boxing channel out there in the UK, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, would like to ask you a few questions. That's all right with you?
Yeah, yeah, fire away. Yeah.
Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London.
What's happening, mate? What's happening, Punch? And listen, I'm really appreciating you having Maxi over here, mate, representing. We're proud of you, Maxi. Most of
Thank
us
you,
know
mate.
that you won, mate. And yeah, I just want to let you know, as the fans, we know you won, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That has made it easier coming home. Obviously, to the loss, it's all the positive feedback from everyone all over the world. But it's definitely helped. Just getting lots of love, lots of positivity. It definitely helps me.
Yeah, Maxi, I just wanted to share the light with some of the people who don't know what you've been through in your career, because I've been watching you for a long time, from the long days of the days of what's his name, Scotty Cardell,
Yeah,
Martin
yeah,
J.
yeah,
Ward, Bowen, all those guys, right? And I need
yeah.
to let everybody know that you were actually in this sport. You came in this sport, and it didn't go for you. It didn't go good for you early on, did it?
No, lost all my title challenges that I got. Yeah,
They try to use you as a stepping stone for most of the unbeaten fighters in England. Am I right or wrong?
yeah, that's right. A lot of like Scotty Cardle, Martin Ward was the Matchroom Golden Boys. I was brought in for them. So yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So I admire your courage, your strength, because the boxing world actually had you as a stepping stone, but you turned it around one day. I think you dug deep and you said, "Nah, I'm not just going to be a name anymore that they're going to use." You beat
yeah,
Liam Walsh. That was a fight that they didn't expect you to win, right? You turned it around, and I feel like there was a time that even boxing couldn't stop Maxi Hughes, because you just started beating everybody that they started putting in front of you. So
yeah.
when did you know that you had to turn it? Because there was a point that I think you were frustrated. You thought, that's it, I'm not going to make it in this sport. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, so I did think that. I thought I'm only ever going to be the nearly man, the man who nearly wins a domestic title. Nearly gets there. But I had this fire in me that I thought, no, I'm not accepting that. Oh, sorry, there's a question here. Where do I rank Kambosos' toughest opponent? He's one of the toughest opponents, but Liam Walsh is my toughest opponent.
Yeah.
Just on to DC chilling. So yeah, I just thought I don't want to be the early man. You know, that fire was still a lit, and I thought I'm not having it. And then during COVID, when I got the opportunity to fight John O'Carroll, a 12-1 underdog, obviously I trained hard and got the decision, and that were it. You know, unfortunately there were no title on the line that night, but it gave me another opportunity 8 weeks later to fight for WBC International against unbeaten Viktor Kotochagov in Dubai. And again, I just thought, right, this belt, I'm having it. There's no way I'm going over there and, you know, not coming home with that. And that's, you know, that's been my attitude since, you know, proving to myself each time, each step up, each time being underdog. Just thought, I'm not having it. You know, I love proving people wrong. I love being underdog. And, you know, when these bookies and the critics are like, Maxi's the underdog here, he's not gonna, don't think he's gonna get the job done. So it's like, I love turning around. You know, unfortunately I didn't get to do it.
Nah, you did it. You did it. You did it.
Didn't get to do it officially against George, you know, but still I've, you know, prove people wrong again. So yeah, I will continue to do that.
Hey, for the people out there in the chat, you already know you go out there and you hound Top Rank, Lou DiBella to put him in position. The belt federations, the WBO, IBF, WBC, WBA. Everybody got social media. Everybody got a smartphone. Go hound these guys. Make sure that Maxi Hughes does not lose a spot, that he's still ranked high so he can get the opportunity. Because in boxing, you could be a good fighter. You got to be at the right place at the right time. Maxi Hughes was at the right place at the right time, and the majority of the boxing world, the logical ones, understood what happened that night. And as a community, we cannot just sweep it under the rug like we sweep every other, you know, fighter that does get the unfortunate, you know, they get robbed or whatever, corrupted politics in the sport of boxing. We sweep it under the rug too much. This time, we're not gonna sweep it under the rug. So everybody. Oh, keep Maxi's name out there with the masses so they know to do right by him in his next fight. I gotta say that. I gotta say that, Max. I gotta say that, Max.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it.
Let me get a couple of super chats. You got a couple people that want to ask you questions. Christian, congrats, Maxi. You have no bruises. You got robbed.
That's it. No bruises. I'm fresh.
I know.
I am fresh.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah, but go on.
I'm sorry. Tough Glove Boxer said, ask Maxi if he is interested in pushing for the rematch. We, the people, would apply the pressure. That's what I'm talking about, brother.
Yeah. Well, as well, obviously, George isn't going to give me the immediate rematch because he will be mandatory for IBF, so he's going to take that. My only hope is that he would want to give me the I did ask him in the ring after the fight. I said, look, you go and win that IBF, George, and I'll come and fight you for it. And obviously, in the heat of the moment, he's like, yeah, of course I will. But whether he will do that or not, I don't know. But I'd love it. And I think the rematch would sell better and be bigger with the controversy around, you know, Saturday night.
Oh yeah, he got it. Maybe I hope the powers that be. I'm sorry, hey, Joe Kambosos. I respect all fighters. Y'all all modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. But I think the right thing to do is give you that opportunity. I know that he signed a deal with Top Rank, and you know, you know what it is, Maxi. It's hard for me as a fan that I understand the business of boxing. It's hard for me to look at every time I look at a scorecard. I just feel like something right is not going to happen. You know, and that's unfortunate now in boxing. Like before, it used to be like once in a blue moon, or you know, now it's becoming too normal. Like it's just right in front of our faces, and it doesn't do good for the sport of boxing. You know, especially a week before, where a lot of eyes are glued in our sport, and everybody gonna be waiting on, you know, for, of course, Earl the True Spence and Bill Crawford. But you guys are free TV, ESPN. Bunch of people are watching, and then it turns people away, you know.
Yeah, and leaves a sour taste in everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shout out to Charles Edward Cheese with the $100 super chat. says dope ass interview. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese, aka Castle. But yeah, so speaking about Earl of True Spence and Bud Crawford, what do you feel about that fight?
I feel I'm backing Crawford. Just feel his superior boxing ability, and how he adapts. Like I know a lot of people don't speak about it anymore, but I remember when he boxed Benavidez, he was a big guy for the weight and very, very awkward. And Crawford found a way, he'd soaked it up and learnt about him, and he got the job done. And I just feel he'll be able to cope, withstand the pressure from Spence, and use his boxing ability and find a way.
Yeah. Rap star, you got a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Maxi about how he feels when you get a decision like that in boxing and there's no one to overlook it. The only people you got is federations and commissions. Should there be somebody overlooking this whole boxing where somebody is able to complain? There is appeals that are going to be able to be taken place, because it just seems like when you get robbed, that's it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
There's no 911 call.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Everybody's like conspiracy theory. No, that's Eddie Hearn's fighter. It is what it is. And, Maxi's not with that promotion. So, he ain't got the power. He ain't got the muscle. It depends who
Yeah.
you're around. And I do feel like sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. But go on.
Yeah, like it is a shame. Like we've looked into the appeal process for the IBF, and straight away, just to be able to appeal and have a hearing, it's going to cost $10,000. It's like
Wow.
that's
Wow.
not even that's not guaranteed to have any success whatsoever. That's just for them to listen to our side of the argument. I could turn up there, pay them the money, and then they go, "Nah, sorry, we agree with Judge. You've got no chance, Maxi." And I'm like,
Wow. Ladies
"Shit."
and gentlemen, it costs $10,000 just to appeal. And that's just like a hearing.
Yeah. That's no guaranteed results at all. But yeah, you're right. The needs. We were just chatting just before you came online about what we believe should happen, and we think the sanctioning bodies should, maybe not public for the judges, but sit have the judges sit in a room with the boxer and explain the decision round by round why they scored it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So the boxer can have clarity. And yeah, it still doesn't change what happened. The
Yeah.
boxer probably might. You never know. If you put a boxer and the judges in a room, you never know what might happen, what the real outcome might be.
Hey, but this is not basketball, and I think maybe this is why it keeps on happening, because there is nothing like that. There is no really consequences of course we're not asking for any violence or anything like that, but
Yeah.
we want fighters like yourself that you're not playing this. You're risking your life. You're leaving your family. You could get you could get paralyzed. You could have a coma. You could
Yeah.
pass away like other fighters. This is not child's play. This is your real life. This is how you feed your
Yeah, but
family.
I think we're being just too nice, Punch. Because to be fair with you, mate, what kind of wanker judge scores it 117, 111?
Yeah.
Somebody's
No,
boss.
there's got to be something wrong with that judge. I don't care what Rolex is or what he's receiving. I'm not going to say they don't get donations, but for me, at that point, when there was a score like 117, 111, now fuck you. I'm sorry about my language, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just,
No, it
it's
is what it is.
bollocks.
That means you only won 3 rounds.
Yeah. That is
That's crazy.
that
That's
is
crazy.
offensive. Seriously offensive, isn't it? All that work I put in, and again, it's a shame because the fighter who gets in the ring and takes all the risks and puts all the work in is the bottom of the food chain. The businessmen, the promoters, the judges, they're all, they seem higher up the food chain in the boxing business, than the person who risks it all.
And that's why let me see. I think Lou DiBella even said a tweet, because I wanted to see if he was gonna get a rematch, And then he said next. Somebody asked Lou DiBella, what's next for you? He said next fight, virtually none. They asked him if there's going to be a rematch, and he says none. George is in line for an immediate IBF title shot if Haney moves up. It also wasn't a great fight, but George is a proud man and reads, hears, and feels. I know he knows he got away with a bad night, and future rematch is possible. You know, even though, hey, Lou DiBella, I love Lou DiBella. You know, he's from New York. I love Lou DiBella. I always admire him as a promoter. You know, he does his minor league baseball team and things of that nature. But I just feel like, no, there's got to be a rematch. And if you're the promoter of Max and Kambosos, then for me, it's like, no, it's your job to be like, no, you're going to have to fight. Because I don't want to feel as a promoter, I did wrong by somebody. If I have the power to get this fight, to get a rematch, you know, I feel like as a promoter that got both fighters, I feel like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, like it makes sense for that rematch. If George can go and get past Lemos and win the IBF, then it makes sense. You know, surely George's ego would be like, yeah, maybe I did have a bad night off the office. Let's fight again and let's settle it. So yeah, that would be the ideal outcome of an appeal, or you know, the noise on social media. That would be, for me anyway. Plus the rematch with the controversy would sell better, you know. So we all might get paid a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, look, if again, like I said earlier, I mean, I know we saying it a lot, but if you stay, if hopefully you stay in the position at least while you make the appeal. If you do make the appeal, at least the least they could do is keep you in position as a mandatory or fight an elimination bout, you know, in either sanctioning bodies, but they got to do right by you. You know, they just can't sweep it under the rug. You know, it's almost like Rolly. Now, Rolly, we're talking about Rolly, Ryan Garcia, Rolly, but what happened to
Barroso?
Barroso, what happened to him now?
Yeah. Sickening, isn't it? It's sickening.
Sickening. But again, you in a prestige division. A lot of people is paying attention to this division. A lot of up and comers. You there, in my opinion, you're there right there for contentions and things of that nature. If the belts do drop, and you got to pick 3 opponents. You got Lomachenko, you got Shakur Stevenson, you got George Kambosos. Which one would you like to fight?
Obviously, first and foremost, I'd like to fight George again to prove it again and make sure I get the win. And as well, I would love to fight Loma. You know, because I've admired him and I've watched him for years. You know, tried to, you know, learn from him. And as well, who else is in the division? And as well, similar to Shakur, with being a southpaw, like his style, like what he's done. So yeah, them guys, them would be my 3 pick.
Yeah. And did the IBO ever contact you? The IBO, did they
we're going to look at appealing for that, but my main focus is IBF. You know, the IBF, like, because I've won the IBO, defended it twice, and defended it should have been 3 times successfully, including George. So, you know, I'm happy with what I've achieved with that, and you know, the IBO sometimes gets a bad rep. So my focus is let me go and get one of the main 4, and then when I'm retired, my name is forever in the history books, you know, as a legitimate world champion.
As is there's the only division you want to campaign in, or you plan to move up to the 140 as well?
I would, you know, if the right fights come. Obviously, we was close with Ryan Garcia last year. If Ryan was to want to fight again, I would step up and to 140, and that I would fight Ryan. Obviously, that's a big fight. He'll be looking to get out, I would imagine, so before the end of the year. So I would.
And I remember you. I'm sorry. I remember you was on talks with, or I don't know if it was official, but I remember you could have fought Devin Haney before he fought George Kambosos. Was that a fight that could have happened as well?
Apparently, I was never involved in any talks. It was when I was with Matchroom. I was told that they was having meetings, and about it, and my name was one of the names.
Okay.
It was close. We had the offer, and then all I was told was it was like on a Thursday night. I was told, right, give it over the weekend, and we'll receive the official offer in writing on Monday.
Mhm.
And then over the course of that weekend, the Ryan Garcia Jojo Diaz fight fell through, and that's when Jojo got moved straight into contention, and he got the fight literally just before we received the offer. So if you remember, that was back end of 2021, wasn't it? That Haney fought Diaz. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, that's a
that was
good fight right there too. And Linares. Probably you can fight Linares. That's a good name as well.
Yeah. He sent me a message. I think he commented on one of my posts saying, "Keep your head up, champ." So yeah, there's fights out there.
It's money out there, Max.
Money,
It's
money.
money out there. The little girls, the princesses need some good money, and the wife that's working hard. Let's get
Yeah.
these fights.
Hey,
Let's get these fights.
hey, Maxi, who's your best British fighters? The top 3 guys of all time, Max.
Of all time,
They're like British.
it's a really tough one. That
Yeah, I mean, which 3 stand out for you?
3 that stand out. Oh,
I'll put you on the
you've
spot.
really put me on the spot here.
I'll just give us some names that you could always been inspired, saying, "Okay, I'm glad they represented us."
Now then, I'm struggling.
Too many, isn't there?
Yeah, there's that many. Like at the minute, like I'll tell you what I might find easier is the top 3 guys at minute. So I really like Callum Smith. Believe he's really got a chance to come through better Biev. Think he's got a brilliant chance. Think he'll do that. Liking what Joe Cordina's doing at the minute as well. The way that he won his world title, that massive right hand, and then losing it without fighting, and then regaining it in an absolute war. I thought that was brilliant. And it's hard this because you're not giving me no time at all to think about it. There's so many.
You gotta throw him. You gotta throw him name. You gotta throw him name. You got the Chris Eubank.
You know what's going to happen.
I want to ask Maxi what he thinks about a man that we had in close to our town called Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer.
Oh, phenomenal! Yeah, absolutely. I've been to a gentleman's evening as well, quite a few years ago with Nigel, telling his story as well, and yeah, I thought he were absolutely fantastic. Being his most dangerous when he was hurt. When he used to have his back to ropes, he were bobbing and weaving and coming up with them hooks, and yeah, absolutely fantastic.
You ever met Joe Calzaghe?
Yeah, that's another name. Because Joe, like now you've mentioned it, Joe was one of the heroes.
Names.
Obviously, being a southpaw, I've not met Calzaghe, no, but it was growing up. It was a hero. Obviously, being southpaw, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I did have the pleasure of working with people who we knew. Like I had a stint down in Wales with Gary Lockett as my trainer and training alongside Gavin Rees and Big Enzo. And they were people. When I was a young amateur, they were the guys who I watched on telly. And then, so when I was getting a chance to train with them, that were, a bit surreal, especially at first when I first joined, looking around on Punch Bag, you've got Gavin one side, Big Enzo, and Gary shouting at us. I'm like, this is great. I love this. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm just gonna I'm gonna be going in a minute, but I want to say this, Maxi. You were inspiration for the kids. I've been around a lot of kids in the boxing gyms, and sometimes you don't have the people backing you out. You got to dig deep. You got to really go in there and dig deep. And you turned it around, and that's inspired a lot of kids in the boxing gyms in England, because you know, if Maxi can do it, they feel they can do it, right?
If you want something bad enough, you know, don't be afraid. Dig in deep and continue to chase your dreams. That's what I did. You know, so yeah, you know, hopefully I am inspiring the next generation. You know, these young lads who have got the talent might not quite believe in themselves, have these dreams. Just don't lose sight of that dream and keep chasing it.
Hey,
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
maybe
gonna
this.
get out of here, Punch. But look, thanks for having me, Maxi. We're always behind you, mate, and
Thank
I'm
you,
looking
mate.
forward for you. What's going on in the future? We're gonna be backing you 100, and the Aussies know they got fucking lucky, mate. Those Aussies, they fucking know it, mate. They got so lucky, and I'll tell you this, Max. Most of the Aussies been calling me saying, "Nah, we robbed your guy. It is what it is. It
Yeah,
happens. It's boxing, but I like your attitude, and I like that you just, you know, you got a broad mind, and I feel
thank
sometimes
you. Yeah,
it is what it is, but you know, I hope things work out for you in the future, brother.
thank you, mate. Great to talk to you.
All right,
All right.
Punch. Thank you, mate.
All right,
Bye,
brother.
mate.
Take care. Hey, maybe that's what I need. Maybe I felt like, man, Maxie, you just curse them out, say something. You know, I know probably that's not your character, but man, if it was me, oh Lord, man, But I think maybe this probably just part of the journey. You know, it's part
Yeah,
of the journey.
yeah,
You have overcame, you have overcome. So this is probably just part of the journey, and this is just to build you and make you stronger. And
yeah,
maybe you need to do what Inoue did this yesterday. Don't leave it in the judges' scorecards, because if you're gonna be the underdog and things of that nature, it's time to probably put some people out.
yeah. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I should have stepped on gas in that fifth round when
Oh
I.
yeah, I liked it. I
Mm,
did. That fifth round was good, but the thing is, it was so easy. That's what it is. Is
yeah,
you was counting with the left, the check left. You was trying to hit him, the uppercut. You was trying to counter with the uppercut.
yeah,
You was doing anything you wanted to do, like the ring generalship, clean effective
mm,
punches, your effective aggression, and defense. Because
yeah,
damn, at least if you know, because there was some people that said, but you know, he didn't throw that much. Okay, but if both of these guys are probably throwing the same, but he's landing the most significant punches, you're landing the most significant punches, and you making them miss.
yeah,
He's not making you miss, you know.
yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy, but
yeah,
you know, God willing, you get your chance. You get your chance back, and you stay in position, and you keep your head up. You're a
yeah,
true You're a true champion for us, the boxing world that saw what happened. We're
yeah.
gonna keep your name out there, brother.
Thank you, man.
So, man, I don't want to hold you up. I know it's late out there in the UK.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
bedtime. Yeah.
all right, brother. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for
Listen,
giving me the
thank you for
opportunity.
having me on. Yeah, I'll speak soon. Yeah,
All right, brother. Take care.
take care, man. Bye.
All right. Shout out to Maxi Hughes, the real champ. The real champ. You know? Like I said earlier yesterday, like I said earlier, everybody got a smartphone. Keep Maxi Hughes' name out there, because if we don't if we don't fight for him, and we just let the business of boxing and the corruption of boxing, or the politics of boxing, whatever y'all want to call it, the robbery of boxing, we cannot sweep this one under the rug, man. But you got to understand that these fighters, this is their life. You know, this is their job. This is how they feed their family. And in boxing, everything is about opportunity. Everything is about opportunity. There's fighters out there that sometimes the fans be like, oh, he ain't fighting this person. He ain't fighting this person. But y'all don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Is that he's not getting the opportunity. This fighter could be good, but watch if he gets the opportunity. Because see, right now, he's supposed to, if Devin Haney vacates the title, he's supposed to get a shot for that title. You know what I'm saying? And now he's not even in contentions for a title right now. And that's not fair. You know, we got to send a message out there, especially to the youth, right? To the youth. If you work your butt off, you know, and you work hard and you deliver and you execute, you know, it's supposed to be reciprocated. It's supposed to be reciprocated, because now with this, you're telling people that's actually looking at a sport, and or they looking up to these fighters, or they just viewing this fight. Damn, he did everything in the story of Maxi Hughes. He did everything right. He beat the guy, and then at the end of the day, you get effed. That's whack. And if you're a promoter, and shout out to Lou DiBella, but Lou DiBella, if you're the promoter of Cam, you're the promoter of Maxi, I don't care what needs to happen. You need to put that fight. I don't give a damn about that IBF eliminator. He didn't deserve that. George Kambosos did not deserve that. Everybody does know that he doesn't deserve that. You know he don't deserve that. What needs to be done is a rematch. Of George Kambosos and Maxi Hughes. But George Kambosos should not get an opportunity to get a title shot. George Kambosos should not get an opportunity to get Shakur Stevenson. George Kambosos should not get an opportunity to get Lomachenko. His job is to fight Maxi Hughes, a rematch. That's it. That's the only thing the fans going to accept. Rewrite the wrong. If you feel like you really, really won, then you take care of business the proper way, the moral way, and the principle way. So Lou DiBella, put Maxi Hughes versus George Kambosos, the rematch. That's it. Because y'all gonna help sweep it under the rug. Y'all doing a disservice to a guy that risked his life. And you, George Kambosos, as a fighter, should understand that you should give him the rematch because you don't want what happened to George to what happened to Maxi Hughes to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? It's time for these. If there's nobody that's gonna oversee what's happening in the sport of boxing, if there's not going to be no government, ain't going to be no authority that's going to oversee boxing, then it's time for the boxers to grow some balls, some testicular fortitude, be real with yourself, have some morals and have some principle. And if the man beats you, that you raise his hand, you'll be like, you know what? George Kambosos should be like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this. This is not the way I want to win it. This is not the way I want to win it. I'm not going to take it from another warrior because it could happen to me. And it's your job to take Maxi Hughes' hand, raise it up, and say, this is the rightful winner. I don't want this belt. It is unjust. He's the winner. And stuff like that. Matter of fact, George Kambosos, you should be paying the $10,000 for Maxi Hughes to appeal. How about that? And matter of fact, you're supposed to go with Maxi Hughes and appeal yourselves and tell the IBL and tell the IBO and tell the IBF, you know what? Let's have a rematch at least. No. I don't want the title shot. Let's have a rematch at least. That's what needs to happen. Bunch of fighters y'all talk about, oh man, this unjust and this unjust. How about you, the real one that lost, George Kambosos? You lost. You lost. Everybody knows you lost. Everybody knows you lost. Now, you be real with yourself and don't be delusional because you was calling a fighter delusional just several months ago. And now you become the delusional one, saying that you won 116, 112. You better stop lying to yourself, George Kambosos, and go back to the drawing board because you ain't in the past 6 fights. In the past 3 fights, you barely won rounds. In the past 36 rounds, you have won 3 rounds, bro. 3 rounds. In the past 36 rounds, you have won 3 rounds. Because of versus Devin Haney, you ain't win nothing. So it's something you need to go back to the drawing board. You don't deserve to be in the position that you in. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me. I'm just a fan. I respect George Kambosos, but me respecting him is me telling the truth, right? Shit. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, also what we was talking about earlier. Man. Shout out to Maxi Hughes. What we was talking about earlier, man. People mad at Naoya Inoue. Why they mad? Why people mad at the Hapone? People mad. People mad at Keith and Tom Thurman too. I'm sorry I get all the super chats and stuff like that. Shout out to the people that send the super chat. Shout out to the people that been smashing the like button. He said, hey, yo, boxing with the meta ball. He said, hey, Punch, I think you're clickbaiting on the title. I'm not clickbaiting on nothing. Why am I clickbaiting? I'm not clickbaiting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be utmost respect to Naoya Inoue, the 4th Division World Champion. Don't give a damn, man. Nah. Everybody got to pay respect. They got to pay respect. People want to see Naoya Inoue fight Gervonta Davis. Yeah, I would like to see Gervonta Davis probably in 2 years. Let Naoya Inoue grow. You know what I'm saying? These people they can't even see greatness blossom. Greatness shine. Greatness have a little vacation. Greatness have a little break. You know what I'm saying? No, Naoya Inoue got to fight Gervonta Davis. Yeah, because he proved you wrong. But instead of fans want to be like, hey, yo, you know what? I want to see Naoya Inoue challenge. No, what you want to see is Naoya Inoue lose. So you're trying to give an impossible matchup right now. Because right now it's not realistic. Let's be real. It's not realistic right now, but you want to fight Tank Davis because you feel he has no chance. It's not because you want to see him challenge. It's because you feel like he got no chance. You know what I'm saying? Inoue got over 20 championship fights and he only got 25. So his whole career, he been fighting top competition. People so simple-minded. They say anything they think you're supposed to not challenge it. Facts. A lot of a lot of these, what's good, Samir? What's good, Samir? A lot of these people don't even follow the smaller division, the flyweight, the bantamweight, and things of that nature. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Look, I remember in this community, people were so uproar about the WBC franchise when Canelo had it, when Lomachenko had it. Man, people forgot that Juan Francisco Estrada was given the WBC franchise. Ain't nobody said nothing. You know why? Because it was the little division. Nobody be playing it. A lot of people don't be paying attention to the little division. The only reason why people want to pay attention to Naoya Inoue is because they wanted to be a volunteer hater. They don't know nothing about Naoya Inoue. They just people just hate that there's other people that's saying that this guy is great. Because they may like Earl the True Spence, or they may like Bud Crawford, or they may like somebody and be like, but Naoya Inoue is pound for pound. Who's Naoya Inoue? Who has he fought? Man, even if I told you who he fought, you don't know who he fought because you don't follow the smaller division. These people just voluntarily hating. And yeah, I said it like I said yesterday. It don't matter if Earl True Spence beat Bud Crawford, now Inoue is still going to be number one. Yep, maybe Bud Crawford. If Bud Crawford beats Earl True Spence, maybe that's debatable. Alexander Usyk beat Tyson Fury, that's debatable. Jamel Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez, that's debatable right there. If these guys beat their next opposition, like these names I just mentioned, then maybe we could start talking. Maybe we could say, you know what? Maybe they're gonna be the number one pound for pound. But other than that, nah. Punch. You can't always be so negative, bro. Maybe people want to see if Naoya can beat Tank. What are you talking about so negative? I spoke about this fight yesterday. I said that this could be a good fight in maybe 2 years. You're asking Naoya Inoue, and this is what I'm saying, London. You gotta listen to me, my brother. I'm not saying that I don't like the fight. I think that Naoya Inoue is special. He's my number one pound for pound. I said it so many times that I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is special. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, his resume doesn't scream loud. It's not attractive, right? But there are people that are saying that they want to see Naoya Inoue versus Gervonta Tank Davis right after Stephen Fulton. And the way that they're saying it, some of the people, the way that they're saying it is because they want to see him lose, not challenge, lose. It's because they got mad that they don't know who Naoya Inoue is, and they saying, oh, well, be Tank, dare to be great. I mean, Stephen Fulton was not really a pound for pound. Nah. And Tank speak highly of Naoya Inoue. But there's a good fight. There's some good fights in 126-pound division. Robeisy Ramirez, that's a good fight with Naoya Inoue. In 130-pound division, they might be, hey, maybe little Hector Luis Garcia. This might be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe like what Maxi Hughes said, maybe 2 fights. 2 fights is good. I said 2 years, but 2 fights is good. And if Gervonta Tank Davis is still campaigning in 135 and he can move down to the 130 and get a good fight, get a big fight with the monster and Tank, all right. But let's not all the way neglect. Yeah, Naoya Inoue has been there to be great. He's 4th division world champion. But if we're going to say Naoya Inoue and Tank right now, then what we're doing is not holding Tank accountable for him to dare to be great. Naoya Inoue, he don't got to prove to us nothing. He's stamped as a future Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer. So yeah, a fight with Naoya Inoue and Gervonta Tank Davis is good. But how many times we're gonna ask Naoya Inoue to dare to be great? No, there's somebody that they're giving a lot of credit and a lot of props to that have yet to dare to be great, and that's Gervonta Tank Davis. Because what happens? Let's say he does fight Naoya Inoue, and let's say he beats Naoya Inoue, coming from the 108 pounds, and then coming from the 122 pounds right away with a Gervonta Tank Davis right now. No. I want Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great. It's good that fight that people talking about Naoya Inoue and Gervonta Tank Davis, but that's more for the Inoue to dare to be great. When is Gervonta Tank Davis gonna dare to be great? We're gonna get him off the hook and feed him to Inoue. No, we need to feed Gervonta Tank Davis to Teofimo Lopez, to Shakur Stevenson. That's what we need to feed him. Matias, Haney, Prograis, somebody. I would even like a Gary Antoine Russell and Gervonta Tank Davis. Nah. I'll see a Pitbull Cruz rematch. I will see it. But I think that Tank will beat him again. But it's time for Gervonta Tank Davis to dare to be great. As much as that fight sound intriguing now, and we living in the moment right now, we feel like, oh shit, if he takes care of Stephen Fonseca like this, he's gonna run through everybody in 120 seconds. I believe so. I think he become undisputed and beat the Philippine champion. I do believe that he'll beat most of the guys at 126 pounds as well. Gary Russell versus Tank. Thank you. We need that. That's a good fight. Gary Antoine Russell. Hey, Gary Antoine Russell and Tank. It's a good fight. HLD in the building. What's good? HLD. Fuck, I missed the interview. I told you I was going to be early, HLD. Told you I was going to be early. You know what I'm saying? The reason, look, sometimes I give a title, right? Maybe it's to lure us in and to understand and to fix something in our culture. Something that we need to stop doing is stop inviting grown-ass men to your pee-pee. It's something in our culture that I really don't like. And that's when people give props to a fellow man. When a man gives a props to a fellow man, there's a group of people that want to always be like, oh, you on his meat. And you see youth saying that to one another, that limits other people to give each other props. Everything is not a competition. Everything is not a competition. A guy like Thurman said, wow, bro. Wow. That doesn't mean he's on Inoue's PP. That means he's just a man giving credit to a man, a warrior giving credit to another warrior. No, I'm not going to change the title. No, the title stays, bro. Title stays. The title stays, bro. The title stays. Look at this. It's hitting the back of that nigga throne. Yo, cause Keith Thurman can't give props to Naoya Inoue. That means he gotta have somebody, an object, a banana object, a plátano object in his mouth. Because Keith Thurman, nobody could give props to Naoya Inoue. So he gotta be on that dude's meat. But if Stephen Fulton would have won, and Earl True Spence, I'm sorry, and Keith Thurman would have said the same thing, this tweet would have never appeared. It never would appear on Twitter. Go check it for yourself. Check the comments of Keith and Tom Thurman. Check his comment section. People being disrespectful just because he's giving props. Somebody that did something great, performed well, fighter to another fighter. Canelo Lovers, damn, he said Gervonta Davis is a hype job, hasn't fought nobody, real talk. No. Let's have Tank Davis move down to 122nd. Dímelo! High-low, dímelo! Mr. Moonshine to keep up objectivity in the sport of boxeo. Gracias de lo mío. Que lo que. Gracias. Everybody that sent the super chat, everybody that smashed the like button. Yo, I might go live again. I had to go live and talk about this, and also had the interview with Maxi Hughes. I'm going to chop up the interview and stuff like that, and put some pieces in my other social media platform. The Boxing Prophet said, "Look at these are the only 4 fighters Javante to be trying to get Lomachenko, Jermaine Ortiz. Oh, also Jermaine Ortiz as well. Hey, Maxi Hughes, Jermaine Ortiz. That'll be a good fight. I know Jermaine Ortiz is going to be fighting next month. But ladies and gentlemen, man, I might go live back again like in 3-4 hours and stuff like that. I was preparing for the interview, man. Shout out to Maxi Hughes. And thanks for the people that donated to the channel, that smashed the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Love y'all. I'll be back probably later on. KS in the building. What's good? Bless up, bless up, bless up. Let me see let me see if there's some news out there. Let me see let me see if there's some news out there. If somebody says something. Let me see somebody says something. Cuz go take 25%. What's wrong with y'all? What you're trying to do to already done? Cuz nobody want to see Loma stop you. Cuz go take that 25%. What's wrong with y'all? Man, Kambosos and Shakur Stevenson going at it. Whose stock has risen the most in 2023? ESPN Ringside said. Teofimo Lopez, Naoya Inoue, David Benavidez, or Tank Davis? I don't know. Let me see. Have a great one punch. Good looking out, Santana, man. Good looking out for showing up. Damn, man. Come on. Oscar de la Hoya, man. I thought we was gonna mix it up, man. Oscar de la Hoya haven't hit me back up, man. But we scheduled an interview today also. Damn, man. I was supposed to have an interview with Oscar de la Hoya. Hasn't hit me back up, but we scheduled it for this week. Come on, Oscar. We need that Punch Drunk Boxing Oscar de la Hoya exclusive. Shout out to Gary Cully. Look at Joshua Greer Jr. Yeah, he Keith from Tom Thurman. He says, yeah, he corny as hell for all that. Like he ain't talk all that ish about Pac-Man that got demolished. Man, people are so mad. Like, damn, he can't even have an opinion of Stephen Fulton. Yo, even other fighters are getting mad at Keith from Tom Thurman. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's some fighters, they emotional, bro. You can't have an opinion of nothing, bro. If fans have an opinion of fight, look, if a fan has an opinion, a fighter will be like, you don't know shit about boxing. Now Keith Thurman has an opinion. Now they look at these couple of fighters mad at Keith Thurman. Now what you gonna tell Keith Thurman, that he don't know shit about boxing? Yo, these fighters are so emotional, bro. So emotional attached. KS said, Inoue did his thing. I wanted Fulton to win, but the monster lived up to his name. Respect to Cool Boy and his team, and salute to the monster and his team. Yeah, shout out to Cool Boy stuff. Shout out to Cool Boy stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, man, love y'all, man. Probably do a live later on, man. So we're going to time out right now. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.